Lies and deception can be difficult to recognize, especially if you're a person who trusts people easily, but don't feel bad about it, because as much as lying is a skill, it also takes some serious expertise to spot a liar. Hi there! Welcome to Luxio, the place where we motivate and inspire future billionaires like you. In this video, we'll teach you the signs to know if someone is lying to you, from body language and verbal cues to behavior patterns and inconsistencies. We will explore the various signs that indicate dishonesty. Whether you're dealing with a colleague, friend, or loved one, understanding the signs of deception can help you navigate your relationships with greater confidence and clarity. Note that while these methods can be useful in identifying lies, they are not foolproof. Not everyone who displays these signs is necessarily lying, so it's always best to approach the situation with an open mind and consider all possibilities. With that said, let's dive into the 11 signs to know if someone is lying to you and how to recognize the signs of deception. Sign number 1. Avoiding the question. When someone is lying, they may hesitate before answering a question or try to avoid it altogether. This is because they need time to invent a falsehood or to prevent themselves from being discovered. Skilled liars often take their time in responding to certain inquiries, which may make it hard to determine if they're lying or not. While this alone is not definitive evidence of deception, it can indicate that they're thinking about something important. On the other hand, outright avoiding a question is a strong indication of dishonesty and discomfort. Sign number 2. Aggressive or defensive response. Deceitful people may become overly defensive or aggressive as a means to distract from the truth. They feel threatened by the possibility of getting caught in a lie and may try to divert attention away from themselves. Honest people, on the other hand, do not feel the need to act in such a way because they do not feel threatened. The pressure they feel is a clear indication that they're hiding something. If you can elicit an emotional response from them, it may be possible to uncover the truth. However, be careful when you're doing this, as a cornered person may resort to violence if they can no longer deceive with their words. Sign number 3. Keeping away from eye contact. Liars often have trouble maintaining eye contact because they feel uncomfortable. When lying, people's natural inclination is to avoid eye contact to conceal the truth and limit the emotions they reveal. If someone avoids looking directly at you or frequently looks up to the right, it could be a sign that they're lying. If you feel that someone is lying to you, ask more detailed questions to detect any inconsistencies in their story. Shifty eyes can also indicate dishonesty, so it's really important to pay attention to eye movement. The eyes are said to be the window to the soul, so paying attention to them can be a useful tool in detecting lies. But note that this sign may not always apply. Some people have physical or health conditions that prevent them from keeping eye contact. Hence, the safest bet is to ask or know beforehand if they really don't do eye contact. Sign number 4. Either detailed or vague answers. Liars tend to be either too specific or too vague in their statements. They provide excessive detail to seem more credible, or they may be vague to avoid getting caught in a lie. Dishonest individuals use various manipulative tactics to divert attention away from the truth. So, be cautious and ask the right questions. This is a common pattern among criminals, and detectives and criminal investigators are trained to recognize it. So, when the answer to a question seems incomplete or overly detailed, it could be an indication that a person is lying. Sign number 5. Inconsistent stories. When people lie, they have to remember the details of their fabricated story, which can be challenging. Memory is not always reliable, and this leads the story to change or have inconsistencies. Studies have shown that people are more likely to lie when they're asked to recall events in reverse order. This strategy creates difficulties for liars, as they are forced to focus on the details they mentioned earlier, while the investigator can observe their body language. Pointing out contradictions in their story is one of the best ways to detect a liar, as it can elicit an emotional response from them. Sign number 6. Using qualifiers or filler words. Qualifiers are words that limit or exaggerate a statement. Kind of, basically, slightly, are some examples of qualifiers. Liars may also use phrases like to be honest or to tell you the truth to qualify their statements. This is because they want to appear genuine and honest despite lying. A study published in the Journal of Language and Social Psychology found that people who use such qualifying language are perceived as less trustworthy and credible. This can serve as a warning sign in situations where one suspects dishonesty. So pay attention when someone uses qualifying language. People may use filler words and phrases when they feel uncertain or don't know what to say. This does not always indicate deception, but liars may use filler words such as or to buy time to come up with a response. It's common for people to use filler words when asked a difficult question. However, if the question is clear, direct, and easy, there is no reason to stall for time unless they're trying to create a lie. Sign number 7. Pay attention to body language. Words can deceive you, but body language can't. Examining a person's body language when they speak can be an effective way to determine if someone is lying. Liars may display signs of anxiety or nervousness, like fidgeting, sweating, or avoiding eye contact. These behaviors may indicate general anxiety disorder or other neurodivergent conditions, but they can also signal dishonesty. Additionally, liars may try to distract from the lie by using body language, like excessive gesturing or avoiding physical contact, or by placing something between themselves and the listener. They may also cross their arms or lean away from the person they're speaking to deflect attention from the lie. Overall, body language is one of the most important indicators to look for when trying to spot a liar, as most of our actions are unconscious and thus they are likely to reveal the truth. Sign number 8. Shunning away from the spotlight. Liars talk more about others instead of themselves. They use the third person to distance themselves from the lie and dissociate themselves from it during conversations. Some liars may also mention other people's names and narratives in an effort to make their story appear more credible, but it's a risky tactic that can fool many people. Sign number 9. Always having excuses. Liars often have excuses for their actions rather than taking responsibility. This is a sign of a weak person, and the weaker someone is, the more likely they are to lie to you. Even when caught in a lie, they will create an excuse for why they lied, which in turn could also be a lie. This behavior is a clear indication of dishonesty and should be considered a red flag. It's also a clear sign of immaturity. Sign number 10. Beware of psychopathic tendencies. Individuals with psychopathic tendencies may exhibit characteristics like superficial charm, a grandiose sense of self-worth, pathological lying, manipulative behavior, and poor self-control. This can make it more likely for them to lie. Being aware of these tendencies can help you identify when someone is lying to you. If you suspect someone of having psychopathic tendencies, it's important to be cautious and keep in mind that they may have lied to you on multiple occasions. Sign number 11. Having different personalities. One trait that all liars share is that they have different personalities depending on the context. Deceitful individuals may put on different facades to appear as the victim or to seem trustworthy. However, the longer you spend time with them, the more their true nature will reveal itself. People lie to distance themselves from their true selves and to associate themselves with who they want to be. This is why people with different personalities tend to lie more frequently. It's a never-ending cycle that can only be broken by facing the truth and seeking therapy to understand why they lie so often. And that's how you know if someone is lying to you. Remember, liars may display signs of anxiety or nervousness, use filler words or qualifying phrases, have inconsistent stories, and use nonverbal cues. Beware of these signs and pay attention to the context. If you suspect someone is lying, ask detailed questions and observe their body language. We hope you learned a lot from this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always updated with our latest videos. See you later!